everybody, it's Audie and welcome to my channel Cozy Dragon Crochet. Today I'm taking you along with me on a market day, which is the first one I'm taking you guys on in a while. This one's gonna be a little bit different. So I didn't actually get time to prep for this market. This was very last minute. Like, they only had one spot open and I got it very last minute. I had maybe 2 weeks to prepare and then my hands had issues. So I've only crocheted a couple things since then. They are better now, so I'm going to be taking some crochet kits with me. I'm finishing a miniature ring gear that I started yesterday, and some Fluttershy making materials. I finished her body. I just have to finish head, hair, and wings, and sew it all together. So I'm going to do that today. And then, yeah. Unfortunately, I only have like $750 in inventory. And this market is in a big city in a ginormous mall. So, oh well. It is what it is, I guess. But I'm going to go finish getting that stuff set up. I think all I have left to pack is the polyfill and the Fluttershy stuff. I think that's it. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. And then I will see you guys in the car. I'm hoping today goes well. This was a $70 market. Just a little bit more than what I'm used to paying for these. We'll be fine. So let's go do that. Everything is packed and pretty well ready to go, except for a drink. So I'm going to get that ready. We have about 15-ish minutes before we absolutely have to leave. We're going to have about an hour or less to set up, so I probably won't record that process. And I'm hoping I can get as much market footage as possible, but I'm working with my mom. And it's an 8x8 foot space, so very small. So we will see when we get there. I will see you when we get there. Hello everybody and welcome back. After that market recap, I have a couple things to add on to this video since market didn't go the way I wanted to, per usual. Mother committed the ultimate crime of packing up early, so I didn't even get after footage for you guys. So that's extremely unfortunate. But I'll tell you everything I sold, how it went, my overall experience, how much I made, everything like that. And then it will be time for the updates. So I'm going to update you guys on how much I made overall from my local market, which was all summer long, and also like profit, all that stuff. So there's that. I also have an Etsy order to pack, so I will show you that too. And yeah, let's get into it. So first things first, I'm going to talk about the market that you got a small glimpse of. I'm sorry I didn't film as much for you. We have another one with this coordinator in November, and it's going to be a bigger space, so that will open it up to more recording opportunity. I overestimated how much space we had. It was an 8x8 spot. We were literally sitting in chairs right up on the edge with no like extra space at all, not even much leg room. So there was nowhere for me to put a camera or my phone. So it is what it is, but I'm going to tell you everything I sold. So I've sold 2 mini leggy frogs. So the last ones I had for $4 each. I'm going to make more of those. Squirtle, I sold Glinda and Elphaba. So both of those are gone. They both went to the same person. And then I sold a witch ghost I've had since last Halloween. So that's gone. I sold a blueberry turtle. My mom sold a tumbler. I sold my mini yellow Brontos, so I have no more Brontos. I'm out of those now. They are still available on my Etsy just because I have that yarn, so I can continue to make them. And they're pretty quick to whip up, so it's not hard to remake them. I also sold my witch crow. I sold a pickle. I've sold 2 mini cats. I don't know what the colors were because I didn't have them written down. My mom sold some straw toppers, a cup gift set. I sold a peach turtle, which the blueberry and the peach turtle are part of that fruit turtle collection that I showed you guys earlier this year. I'm not making any more of those this season. I will continue to make them next year though. Same thing with those axolotls, the mini mochi axolotls by Woolly Gorimi. So those are really fun patterns to make, but I am running out of yarn for them, so it's time for them to retire for the year. I also sold a penguin. I'll be making more of those. I sold a mini pink mushie, a Frankenstein ghost swing, a regular ghost swing, a Sakura dragon. That Sakura dragon I've had for a while. And then I sold a white Stardew chicken, so all I have left is that blue Stardew chicken. So I need to make more of those as well. And I think this time I'm going to make some backups just so I can restock them because they're so popular. And then my mom sold the mug and a tumbler. I sold the little candy corn buddies, so I have no more of those. I sold a mini red mushie, so I need to make even more mini mushies because I'm almost out of those. I sold my little koi fish I've had since last year, so that's finally gone. I also sold a blue Kirby. I have like a bunch of Kirby's in different colors, which I've shown you guys before, and now I'm down to only 3 of them left, which is good because I'm trying to get rid of them. Which is why I've been doing a 2 for $8 deal on my little $5 stuffies. I'm trying to get rid of the ones I've had for a while and don't want in my inventory anymore. I also sold the squirrel. I sold Derpy the tiger from K-Pop Demon Hunters. I've now made a couple of those. I want to make another one, but it requires a Premier Yarns order, and I'm on a yarn ban. And if you know how crochet math works, if you're going to pay for shipping, you might as well spend that money on yarn to get free shipping. It's like, I think it's a $75 minimum. I'm not doing that right now. And then I sold my little Bulbasaur, and then yeah, that's all I sold. And then I made a total of $316. My mom made $38, which is a grand total of $354. Overall, I would say this market is for the most part worth it. It was a $70 vendor fee plus $10 for a temporary business license for the city we were in. Although I am fully licensed in the town that I live in, I'm not licensed over there. I am licensed with the state, not with that city. So I had to pay for a temporary license. I have to pay for another one next month whenever I do this market again. So about $80 for a vendor fee total, pretty high. That would leave our profit margin in the 200s. Not great, but better than most of the markets we've gone to. I think it would have gone so much better if I had more inventory. I started the market with only 700 or something like that in inventory. So not great, especially for it being a very popular big space. It was a very big town, very big city with inside the mall in that city. So maybe next time I'll try and have some more inventory than what I did. But that's just for next time. Next time, which is November 23rd, when I do this market again for Christmas, I bought a 10 by 10 space. So it'll be bigger. It was also $10 more. So it'll be a total of $90 instead of $80. So I would have to make more next month to make it worth it. All right. So that's that part done. Now on to how I'm doing so far, business-wise. So let's get into that part. Okay, so at this point of time, I have made a grand total of $3,447.45. That's about to go up again once Etsy pays me, and once commissions come through. And then I have spent so far this year $1,744.04. That's about to go up too. I'll explain in a second. And then my net income so far has been $1,703.41. So not bad, not great. I wish it was more than it was, but it's definitely doing a lot better than last year, which is when I started markets, with the big markets outside of my local one. So a lot of money, but we're getting there. We're doing fine. It's going up because I need to add the vendor fee for the November 23rd market. And then on top of that, I need to add a thermal label printer because I have made enough on Etsy now. Like Etsy has paid me enough to pay for a label printer. That was my mindset. I'm not going to buy a thermal label printer unless I get enough orders to make it worth it, as in make more than what that printer costs. And as of today, that is the case. I have made more than what that printer costs. So I'm going to buy it. Definitely another business investment, but it'll be fine. We'll be fine, right? But yeah, that's been great. So I'm gonna go lead into, so after all is said and done, I don't have much inventory left. So my goal for my next market is November 1st. My goal is to get to $1,000 in inventory. At this current moment in time, I am at less than $400 in inventory. I'm at $399 in inventory. So I have to make $600 in inventory before November 1st. It is currently October 9th that I am recording this at. So fingers crossed we'll get there. But yeah, we'll be fine. And then Etsy page, I don't have many listings up anymore because I don't have that much inventory, as I just told you. And I don't put anything on there that's less than $10 in person price, just because I don't think people would buy it. It would just take up space on my Etsy page, and deleting everything all the time, it's kind of annoying. But yeah, it's not worth the listing fee to list it just to take it down the next market and just to leave it up for nobody to buy it, because they would be spending more in shipping than what the actual item is worth. So that's how I'm going about that. I did want to get some feedback from you guys. I have been thinking about doing some kind of crochet mystery box thing on Etsy, where you would spend so much money on a mystery box, and then I would fill it with random stuffies I have in my inventory. So it'd be like a randomized crochet mystery box, but it would be like different sizes. I'll leave that up to you guys, what you think. Just let me know down in the comments. And then, yeah. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be fine. But now on to our Etsy order packing. So I'm gonna do that. Now let's go pack up that Etsy order I have, and then we'll be back here. So I will see you in a minute. While we're here, I want to show you guys the book I just got today. I pre-ordered this thing back in May, If you guys know like the Hell's Bell series by J.C. Lynn it's mainly on TikTok, but she's transferring it over to Instagram now. You might already know about this book, but I have been so ready to read this book for months. And it finally arrived today. This is supposed to be the prequel to the series. I haven't read it yet. It just arrived today, you guys. But look at how freaking gorgeous this is. Look at those edges. Oh my god. So pretty. And there's art on the inside. I'm not going to show the case that though, because that is something she's been trying to keep under wraps. She only gave like a tiny hint, so I'm not gonna show those. But the art on the inside, also immaculate. Beautiful. But yes, I got this today. I'm so excited. Alright, you guys, that is all I have for you today. I will see you guys again next week. I'm hoping to bring back the everything I made this week kind of thing. It definitely won't be at the volume it was during the summer, but it will be something. So I will see you guys then. Bye.